What's up, good people? It's your boy Larry Jones back. Welcome to Stock Up. Hey, listen, I'm going to play this intro, but I want you guys to go get a pen or a pencil and some paper while the intro is playing. We got a lot to cover. I'm going to tell you the moves I'm making this week. I'm going to give you two just sleeping giant stocks at the end that I think you guys need to keep your eye on. I've brought them both up in the past, but I want you guys to be ready for what's to come this week, okay? Go get your pens. Class is in session. Let's go. Let me get this out of the way. Last time I wore this jacket, somebody said I look like Starsky and Hutch. Y'all gonna let these people talk about your boy like that? That was funny, man. Whoever said that, my man, hit me up, leave me a comment. That was hilarious. I actually liked Starsky and Hutch back in the day. All right, let's get to it. All right, so listen, I want you guys to look at a couple of things. I'm gonna get the minor things out of the way first, right? There was some stock that I talked about a couple of weeks ago, and it was two that I talked about that are swing trades. They're not long positions, swing trades, right? One was AMC and one was Norwegian cruise line, right? And I told you, only put 25% of a little money into AMC, and I said put 75% into Norwegian cruise line. Reason being, and I said it in the video, that AMC could threaten bankruptcy. Remember, I said it's just a little play money, right? And so what I'm going to do is I'm up on AMC, and it was, if you invested in it at the time that I brought it up, you should be up. If not, you made a little money. I think I'm up like 20% already, and I'm selling it. I'm going to take it. I'm not going to ride it. I'm not going to risk it. It was a little, I didn't put a lot of money in. Like I told you guys, whatever stock we suggest to you guys, don't put everything into it, right? Doing well, actually, I got notes underneath here so I don't miss everything. In Norwegian, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing with Norwegian this week. I'm watching Norwegian, all right? When I talked about Norwegian, I got it at $17, right? And I'm up 30%. So what I did was I put a trailing stop loss on it Friday at about 5%, all right? For those of you that don't know what a trailing stop loss is, at the end of the video, I keep you leaving this up because it's very important. I'm gonna leave a link right up here that talks about a trailing stop loss. You absolutely positively need to watch that video, right? Because it helps to protect your money. It's called a trailing stop loss, right? So that means that if it goes up, it goes up. If it falls more than 5%, it'll sell all my shares. So even today, at a bare minimum, I'll still be up 25%, right? And so if you're at work, you don't have to worry about it. It locks in your profits. You're welcome. All right, so let's keep it moving. All right, so then the third thing I want to talk about is Airbnb, right? Airbnb, you'll be able to trade it on the 10th, right? That's coming up this week also. Airbnb, I talked about it in the previous video that I posted earlier today. Look at that video. Airbnb, I'm not going to get into it. I am absolutely getting in this space. I've been waiting on this. I've been waiting on this for a couple of months now. I've been waiting on this IPO. But here's what I'm going to do. From here on out, everything I talk about is based on what I'm going to do. I'm not going to suggest that you guys do anything, because I'll tell you this, the newbies is sucking up all of the, you guys are dragging the class. And I don't mean those of you that are new. I'm talking about the ones that don't get the whole lesson. The one that'll look at a video that I posted 2 months ago and then make a move based on that and don't look at the date of the video. This is all about timing, family. All right. But you dragging the rest of us, we making money, and you keep with these questions that just drag is you. I can only spend so much time, and I'm trying to look for new stock that's going to make us money, and I'm trying to get it to you guys early. All right. And so if I spend time going back over stuff that I've told you what I've suggested what to do, and you don't listen to the whole thing, and then you put all your money in one stock, that's on you, fam. Shame on you for not listening to the entire video, right? Get the whole lesson. Don't get the half lesson. Get the whole lesson, right? You're exhausted. All right, but I love you. All right, I love you. Respectfully submitted. But I want you to make money. All right, so always listen to the whole video, and it's okay to take notes. I got a notepad and I take notes. Right. So one of the things I want you guys to always do, I don't care what stock it is, the day you buy a stock, you should have an exit plan. You should have an exit plan. And I can see if it's a long-term stock, something you're going to hold for the next 5, 7, 10 years, then you don't have an exit plan down to the penny because it's going to do different things you don't know that far out. But if it's something that you're going to have 3, 6 months, a year, you should have an exit plan. You should know about where you want to sell it and how much percentage you want to make off of that stock. And don't just go in blind, right? So there's another principle, right? These are the things that we talk about Monday nights. All right, so Airbnb, if it goes past 47, so it's going to IPO and it's supposed to be between 40 and 50. I said it on my other video. I don't want to misspeak. But anyway, my price based on what I've studied, if it gets above 47, what I'm going to do is just probably buy anywhere between 25 and 30% of the money I'm going to invest in it. All right. Understand that. Right. So if I'm going to invest $100, I'm only going to invest $30 in there. If it's $1,000, I'm only going to invest $300. If it's $10,000, that's $3,500. So you get it. So I'm only going to, why did I get 35 from? Anyway, I'm only going to invest 30% max if it goes above 47. Just to get in, right? And if it goes above 50, I might just even do 25%. I'm telling you what Larry's going to do. Then if it runs up and if it's overinflated, right? And it comes back down and it comes back down below what it IPO'd in and find its base, right? Then I'll go in with the other 70% of my money. I'm going to, and some of you says, hey, what if it keeps running? Then for me, it wasn't for me. It just kept running because I don't want to get caught or trapped in the same thing that happened with Snowflake, where it just went up, IPO at three times what it should have. And then it came back down. And then and within an hour, you've lost your money. So I'm not. I try to see after the first hour of the opening bell because of the hype. Sometimes it runs up. A lot of times these new IPOs run up. So I want you guys to watch it. You know, for those of you that's working, go to the bathroom, get sick after I go, hey, I got to go to the bathroom. Get on that stock and you look at it, see what it's doing, right? See what that chart is doing. Y'all on Facebook at work, get on your stock. All right, get on your business. All right, I'm not telling you to do wrong, but if you're going to be looking on there, look at your money and see what it's doing actually minute by minute, because that will get you in at a better position. So I could tell you right now, somebody's going to get in at $45. Somebody's going to buy in at $55. Who's the wiser of the two? The one that bought in at $45. So that's what I'm talking about. You know, you start thinking dollar cost average the day at IPO, right? And I'm not chasing any bulls, right? I'm not chasing any bulls. I'm like those guys over in Spain. I'm running from the bulls. I'm not chasing any bulls, right? So that's what I want you guys to really look at this week that's coming up. That's very important. You know, a lot of guys are, oh, this is the best stock ever. You're going to 10 times your money. But they're not telling you the best position to get in. And I'm going to say this. It is not a short play. There's going to be plenty of volatility over the next couple of weeks with this stock because it's an IPO. So when it IPOs, it's trying to find out what The market will tell it where it should be. And then once it lands, you don't want it to land. Once it finds its base, right? You don't want that to be below your purchase price, right? Remember, you don't just want stock. You don't just want fish. You want to learn how to treat your stock. You want to learn how to fish for yourself. And that's what I concentrate on. That's why I talk so much, and not like these young kids is yelling at you and giving you these stocks and then you get short-term plays. I want you guys to be rich. I'm trying to make millionaires, right? So that's what I want you guys to do with that. And a lot of you have been asking about Beem, Beem. A lot of people is not talking about this company, right? For those of you that's not in it, I want you to look at it. For those of you that have it, it's a long play, right? I got in when I first brought this company up, I bought it at $17. So I'm green, and it had a pullback. And some of you guys are scared because it had pullback. Well, I can tell you what's going on. One of the things that's going on with this company is this is part of my sleeping giant. I think Beem is a sleeping giant. Beem Global is a sleeping giant. It is. They got government contracts. They have their solar panels that will supply solar anywhere. And they actually have a contract with SBE. They're supplying SBE. So SBE, Switchback Energy, is an energy company, right? So if they want to just take a lot and they just want to put charging stations there, right? It takes 10 months to get clearance from the government to run the electric and all of that. Up to 10 months it takes. But what Beem does is Beem has a solar power that they could have it set up in 48 hours. And so that's what's going to allow Switchback Energy to put charging stations in your house. Switchback Energy is another good company that I'm still going to, every dip I'm loading up on. Every dip I'm loading up on Switchback Energy. That's another one I want you guys to watch out on. And yeah, if it has a pullback, it's going to pull back. I'm going to buy more. That's long term for me. President-elect Biden says he wants 500,000 charging stations. I was one of the first ones out here that said that. And it was the one thing that President-elect Biden and President Trump agreed on. So I'm going to be long on SBE. So if you want some Tesla money, but Tesla's too rich for you, there's a stock you want to look at. I can't tell you where the best purchase price is for that right now. I'll have a better view of that after this week, but I will tell you when it's dipping, when it's green, I'm buying more because I am up on SBE over 100% already. So yeah, your boy's buying more, and it's only going to get bigger. They have 70% of the market share here in the U.S., and they're also over in Europe. All right, they know what they're doing. They're the best and the biggest in the game. Over Blink and the other one. It'll come to me in a minute, but it's poised and set to explode even more. Right, so. I covered AMC. I covered Norwegian. All right. I'm going to monitor Norwegian. I'm up good. I'm up 31% on Norwegian. If it keeps running, I'm going to keep running. But what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to sell my position in Norwegian this week. All right. I'm putting a trailing stop loss on it to protect my gains. And the reason being is, at some point, everybody's got burn through rate. Though they've done better than the airlines, they got a burn through rate also. Oddly enough, out of the big three, Royal Caribbean and what's the other one? There's Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, and the other one will come to me in a minute. But anyway, as far as liquidity and how much money they have to burn through, believe it or not, Norwegian is not faring as much as the other two. The reason I bought Norwegian is because it's a hot stock with the Robin Hooders. See, I don't just invest in companies. I invest in hype, and I invest in what the other guys do. This is chess. It's not checkers. It's chess. And so you position yourself. I make a lot of money based on what I think the Robin Hooders are going to do, right? new investors that don't want to study, that don't want to hear good information like this. They just want you to tell them buy this, and they don't even care. Most of them don't even know what the company does, and they just buy. And eventually that bubble's going to pop, right? But us over here, Stock Up fam, we going to make money forever because we're getting knowledge with these stock picks, right? So I told you what to do with Beem. For those of you that have it, I'm telling you, I'm holding it long, and yeah, it's down a little bit. It's not like it's down a whole bunch. It's down a little bit, but they are steady growing and they're steady adding to their positions, but no one's talking about it. That's why it's not moving. Eventually, someone's going to start talking about it in the partnerships that they have, and it's going to start to grow. That's what I think as of today. So if you're not comfortable with it and you are flat or you a little green, most of you, if you would have bought it when I told you you're still green, go ahead and sell it. That's up to you. I'm telling you what I'm doing, right? I like to make money. So the last sleeping giants, because remember, Beem is a sleeping giant, but another sleeping giant, and I told you guys about this stock a couple of weeks ago too, is PLG, Platinum. PLG. I want you to look at this company. For those of you that's hearing this for the first time, it's a penny stock. To me, it's a hot stock. I'm up 35% in this stock from the day that I first told you guys about it, right? It's so cheap right now, but I see the upside. The potential of upside is great. Now, don't go run and put all your money into it. I was going to tell you everything about the company, but for this one, I don't want to tell you everything about the company. I want you to go research it. I want you to Google it. I want you to type in www.yahoofinance.com and then go down and look at it and then hit where the profile is and see what the company does. All right. They manufacture platinum and palladium, and they manufacture it for next generation batteries for EVs. The EVs have to have batteries. And I know there's a lot of talk going around that they're going to stop using platinum and they're going to start using other renewable energies. But I can tell you this, that process is going to take from 7 to 10 years, right? There's going to be a lot of money made in palladium and platinum. And so I think PLG is a sleeping giant. And I bought some just a couple of weeks ago, and I'm up 30% already, 29%. I'm up 29% already, and it's under $5, right? I bought this stock at $2.29. Now, here's what I want you to hold on and to look at. They keep raising capital, and they keep issuing more shares. And when they issue more shares, it generally drops the share price back down. They do an offering. I think the last time they did an offering, I think it was right at I think it was like 225 that they did an offering. For those of you that don't know what an offering is, when they do that is they can, I think they needed a 1.1 million more shares. So when they do that, it dilutes everyone else's shares. So let's say I bought it at 229. Then when they do this, it dilutes the shares. And now my shares are now worth $2.25 instead of $2.29. So when they did that and it went to $2.29, I bought more. Because I know, just like NND, DM, I know what that means. They're just raising more capital, and then it rebounds after that. So if they do another round of that, I'm going to buy the dips. And so I will tell you guys that now's the time to be balancing your portfolio. Remember, we always talk about balancing the boat, right? You got to look at it. Are you too heavy in the EVs, or are you too heavy into this, or are you too heavy into that? If you're green, you want to take profits and you want to lock away your profits, right? And I'm going to end with this because I don't want to keep rambling on. That's why I told you guys, get a pen and paper, because everything I'm telling you is important today before this week gets started, right? But I want to tell you this. There have been some stock that I've been down on. One I never told you guys about because I didn't know enough about it. I bought Mara, which is in Bitcoin, right? This is the only time you're going to hear about Bitcoin to me. If you see anything in a comment talking about Bitcoin, it's spam. If you see a number, a WhatsApp, or talk to my broker and it looks like my page, it's not. It's spam. This is the only time I'm going to talk about it. Hear me. I bought Mara, M-A-R-A, which is a Bitcoin mining company, right? And I bought it when it was $450 5 months ago. And it tanked. It tanked all the way down to like $3, right? Then I doubled down and it tanked again. It went all the way down to like one something. I was down like $4,500 in that one stock. And I was taking a bloodbath, right? No one else is going to tell you about their losses. They're all going to tell you about that win. All we do is win, win. No, you don't. You ain't talking about your losses. I'm trying to make you guys better investors by learning from my mistakes. But here's what I did to correct it that will help you guys with some of your stock. So what I've learned from this is what I've learned 15 years ago. Sometimes you cut it loose. This is what I do with my penny stock. I'm not going to tell you guys about penny stock right now. It's too risky. But penny stock, once you get a 40% pop, sell it. 80% of penny stock, or if not 90, go to zero, right? Those are my disciplines. I always say follow your disciplines, right? But sometimes that penny stock will fall 30%, right? Because it's hype. And then what you have to do is cut it. And what you pray happens is that your gains is 75 and your losses is 25 and you come out ahead, right? So with this stock, I looked at it, it was Bitcoin. And what I thought to myself is the weaker the dollar, the more Bitcoin is going to go up. One thing I do understand about Bitcoin is it operates in lockstep with gold. So we keep doing these stimulus packages, and every time we do these stimulus packages and we raise more, we give out all of these trillions of dollars, it actually devalues the dollar. The dollar is becoming worse because we are indebted. And so the price of the dollar, the value of a dollar, is going down less. Anytime you see gold going up, that means the value of the dollar is going down. And so that's what happens, right? So what I did was I knew we had these, I know this is long, but this is going to help you guys. I knew that we had these stimulus checks coming out, and I knew that that was happening, right? And we had the first round. So what I decided to do was hold long 5 months. I popped it the other day at 6. So it went from 4, I went from 4,500 down, and then I'm going all the way down. I bought it at $4.50 and it went down to $1. I'm like $4,000 down. But just so every month I'm just looking at it and it's just horrible. And I just decided not to look at it anymore, right? But I sold it for a $1,500 profit. And that one was worth the wait. It was just, and I traded with other money. So I hope this helps you guys. I'm going to end it right there because I know I'm talking a lot, but I want you guys to get some knowledge off of my mistakes, but learn how to make good money and good decisions. Family, I just want to tell you, I know I'm talking to over 27 countries out there. I love each and every one of you. It's Sunday night, and this is one of the things that I do. I pray for each and every one of you that you have good health, good wealth, and make a lot of money. All right? As always, guys, live, love, laugh, and learn. Peace.